Well, I'm up here in the Kuchikobi room with my brand new Bambu X1 carbon, and we've got it pretty much set up, and I think we're almost ready to run some prints. So, well, let's get to it. Don't go away. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fat Guy Productions. I am Paul, coming to you as always from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And yeah, so I've got the X1 carbon here. I think we're about ready to go. There's still some setup that has to happen. But I think, generally speaking, it's okay. We got to power it on. We got to calibrate it. We got to load some filament. And then we're going to try to run a print of the Benchy. Okay? So, let's get to work. I'm nervous. I see lights up there, so that's a good sign. I heard it make a noise. The light's on in there. What's this? I don't see anything on the screen yet, though. So I'm wondering if I don't have the cable connector connected all the way. Yep, there we go. Simple as that, okay? You know, generally speaking, when you have something like this, if there's a problem, it's probably you, okay? These things come out pretty well inspected and perfect. Okay, so we're going to go through here, and I want you to be able to see all this. So let me do this. So we need my phone. Okay. Add your printer. Please select a printer. This is going to be way down here. Bambu Lab X1C. Next. Okay. There. Confirm to bind. All right, binding. All right, I'll probably edit this part down a little bit for you. Setup and filament loading. Okay. All right, so we put the spool in here, take it out. We're going to put it in here, and we're going to just push this. There we go. Back. Oh, that was easy enough. Wow. That was really easy. Okay. Now if we go Here's the internal memory. So here we go. And all we should have to do is push Benchy. Okay, I'm using PLA, use AMS, bed leveling, flow calibration, time lapse, and then click print now. Can it really be that easy? Oh gosh, it really is that easy. Okay, preparing to print, heat bed printing. Now listen, I'm going to run a timer on this. Let's start it right now. A stopwatch, because a Benchy on any other printer would take a while. Okay, you know, this is supposed to be really fast. We're going to see what it does. We're going to see the quality and the speed, and then later, after we have a little more knowledge on this, we'll come back and we're going to try and print a multicolor print. But for right now, we're just going to simply print a Benchy. So, heat bed preheating, then cleaning nozzle tip, then auto bed leveling, then calibrating extrusion. So right now it's highlighted. It says heating the heat bed. Okay. See what it's doing there? See how it laid down those little green test lines? And it's printing a Benchy now. Okay? It is actually printing. Complete. Did you encounter any problems? First layer defect, spaghetti failure, purge filament, pile up in waste chute. It took 25 minutes. It used 12.2 grams of filament. We close that. And we can open this up and get the printout. So take the printout. Interesting. Lift up on the bed, slide it out. There's the Benchy. Very nicely adhered. That worked great. And it should just snap off. Yep. Look at that. CT3D.XYZ. This is beautiful. Well, with things going as well as they are and me being as excited about this as I am, why not go ahead and let's try a multicolor print right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change out the filaments in the AMS, because at first I just put one in there and I don't want to use that color. So for the multicolor print, I'm going to load up 3 new rolls of filament. I'm going to put in some black and some red, white, and we're going to try our first ever automatic multicolor print. I can't, I'm bursting. I'm bursting with excitement here. And just, let me step back for a second, okay? The AMS is great for this multicolor stuff, okay? And it's fantastic, and I can't speak highly enough of it. But watch this. I want you to see this. Look at this very closely. I'm going to take the roll of white filament, and I'm going to just set it in the little groove, and I'm going to feed the filament down into the hole. It's going to snatch the end of the filament away from me, start feeding it into the system, and then better yet, watch the screen carefully here. Okay, so it's going to run the filament in and out a couple times, and then, boom, here it comes. Watch this. Look at this. Boom. There it is. Wait for it. There. Oh my goodness. It just told me I have white PLA in spot 2. Honestly, old FDM printers, feeding the filament past the extruder and all that, it was difficult at best. Okay, it really was. It was not an easy or a fun time. This makes it so much nicer. I can't even begin to tell you how awesome this is. So, anyhow, I've got multiple colors in the AMS. The AMS is going to feed them in. It's going to sense what color I have put it in, what material it is. It's going to line them all up. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be able to make a print. See that red just pop right in there? Look how fantastic that is. Okay, so we are ready to try our first ever color print. And for that, I'm just going to use one of the pre-programmed files that came on the memory card with the Bambu. So I'm just going to choose that. I'm going to find something, and I'm going to just do their little challenge coin here. But instead of green, I'm going to do it in white. And then I'm going to tell it wherever it's green, use red filament. And so I do that. And that's the only changes I have to make. And then I can just tell it, hey, go for it. And then it will start to print. Okay, so you see I'm showing this at 4 times speed, and that it's not indicative of this being slow. It went really super amazingly fast. It's just that even fast in a short video like this is a long time. So I'm just speeding it up. And you can see the printer is getting ready to measure and level the bed. It's figuring everything out, making sure everything is right. It's making sure that the spacing between the nozzle and the bed is right. Now it's doing some test lines to make sure that everything is flowing correctly and that the filament is properly extruding. And then it actually looks at its own work with cameras. It looks at its own work and makes sure everything is going okay. Okay, it's changing colors right now. So it's back there purging. That's where you get your poop. Okay? So it's getting rid of the white. And then it's going to start to flow green, or red actually, because I changed that to red. So it's going to purge out the white, then flow red. Then it's going to print a red layer, and then it'll I think that's it. I think it just does the switch one time. In the meantime, I see some trash in here that needs to come out. All right. Okay, that is cool as hell. It switched over to the red, and it's printing the red layer now. These are just like Bambu Lab challenge coins. Nothing special, but fun for a first multicolor print. How cool is that? So I have to tell you, it's been a real whirlwind around here with Thanksgiving, the holidays, the live stream, and all of that. But through it all, I have been printing like a madman on this Bambu printer. And I gotta tell you, it's amazing. It is so amazing that I don't know how much room there is now for resin printers. And I don't say that lightly. Older FDM printers, it took you seconds to recognize that something was printed on an FDM printer. You know, the layer lines were jinkety and very clearly visible. And if you wanted a really quality product, you had to kind of do some post-printing work to it. Man, this thing prints so beautifully, it blows me out of the water. So let's take a look at a couple things here. This is the Benchy, okay? This is the first thing I printed. And it is gorgeous. I want you to really focus right here on how fine the layer lines are. Can you see that? Now you'll notice a little, like a seam right here. That's part of the Benchy model. It's nothing the printer did. I'm looking with my naked eye right here, and I can't even see the layer lines. I can see them a little bit down here. The quality of this thing is stunning. The speed of this thing is stunning. I just can't get over it. And I want to show you this now. This is a sign I made, and I modeled this in Tinkercad. Look at that. It's beautiful. And yeah, it just did all the multicolor all by itself. There was no assembly, no nothing. It was load this model up and print it, and so there's my little sign. And look at the back, okay? Can you see that? If you print things face down, this is what you can get. It picks up the texture of the build plate. And you would never know that was 3D printed. It's amazing to me. Look at that. It's just stunning. But then I want to show you this. Something simple. This is a Gridfinity ruler. And what it does is, it's got the markings here for Gridfinity cubes. 1 cube, 2 cubes, 3 cubes, 4 cubes, 5 cubes, and so on. Over here is its height. One height. I usually print 3. So I'll print anywhere from 1 to 6 and 3 in height because of the drawers I have to fit in. So, you know, you can do. And why do I need this ruler? Why do I need this ruler? Okay, I'll show you exactly why. Because let's say I want to make a custom Gridfinity bin for this Shinola can. I can take this ruler and see if it will fit. So right here off the bat, I can tell this will not fit in a 2 square bin. I would have to go to 2.5, if you can even do that. I don't even know if you can do that, or a 3. And then height, would my normal 3 be okay? Yeah, it'd be fine. Yeah. So, but that's what this is for, is if you're going to make custom bins, you can use this ruler. And I printed this right out, just set it up, picked the colors I wanted, and told it, have at it. This ruler blows my mind. It really does. So what is it that I'm saying? I'm saying this is the nicest FDM printer I've ever used, and I've used several. Would I say I'm an expert? No, not even close. But I'm also not without a basis for an opinion. I've got a lot of room to give valid opinions here. And I would say that this Bambu X1C is the top banana. It takes 3D printing and makes it something that literally consumers can use without big fights on their hands. The prints, they stick to the bed. You can use the bed to your advantage. to get these textured finishes or glass smooth finishes. They even have what they call 3D print beds, where they kind of emboss a little pattern into the surface. The color changes, the ability to print support material that will be easy to remove. Just there's so much going on there. I can't rave about this enough. Now, you might look at the price and say, well, this is really expensive compared to like the Ender 3. And it's worth every penny, maybe more. Okay? Maybe more. This printer, I cannot say enough about it. I have been printing virtually every day since I got it. And we're probably knocking on a month now. Printing Gridfinity stuff. Like, here's the drawer I printed out. Let me get this over here so you can see in here. Look at that. Okay, this is all underneath is the grid, and then all the different bins, and some stuff I measured, some stuff I guessed, but look how neat and organized my drawer is now. You should have seen it before. It was just a real mess. And then down here, got my second drawer. It's fabulous. It really is. I cannot tell you how nice this printer is and how great it is. And I have more stuff coming to show you, okay, in the 3D printing world. And I can't imagine that anything is going to measure up to this X1C. I really can't. I'm blown away by this thing. Now, you go online and you always see these people nitpicking stuff. Well, they shipped my stuff in 2 boxes. What's with that? Okay, well, come on. Really? It got damaged in transit. Well, that's not Bambu's fault. Look, some of these people are just never going to be happy no matter what you do. All I can tell you is this is the nicest FDM printer I've ever had in my life. It has opened up a whole new world of 3D printing for me. I can't say enough about it. I love it, and I hope you love this video. If you did, please give it a giant thumbs up, click subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please put them down below so I can see them and talk to you and let you know what I think. And if you have a Bambu, tell us all about your experiences. We would love to hear where you're coming from. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I hope the rest of 2024 treats you fabulously. And 2025, I hope it is a whole new adventure. Okay, that's going to do it. I'm going to get out of here. Until next time, this is Paul from Fat Guy Productions saying, be good.